witnessing the squinting of my eyes when I felt stressed, and the tightening of my grip, and the flexing of my thighs, and feeling those things just melt a little bit one by one, and really not even knowing that they were there until until you feel them go, and it's like, oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's a lot of shielding that happens. There's a lot of clenching and tightening in the face of discomfort or threat, and guarding and burying, and these things are happening without even realizing it. Defensively, and then we feel the emotions and not even realizing sometimes that they're coming from me and not you, or not the environment. That is me. That's the source of those emotions. I'm the source of them. And coming back to that source, that's what really lets them go and lets them be. I guess the emotions aren't let go, but the defensive mechanisms are let go, the clenching and all. And there's probably a little less suffering too, You still feel it, but you're not really suffering because of it. You're just welcoming all, embracing it all. And that doesn't mean that the pain is still there, the hurt is still there, but it's not this denial of it. It's not the weight, it's not the suffering, it's different. I'm noticing how with each of our discussions, when you would come, most often I would really feel the settling in my body. And in the mornings, that would often lead to a really beautiful time of meditation and sensing into those deepest parts of myself. But then later in the day, as that feeling of settling would go away, or I would lose touch with it, I would be wrapped up in the experience, feeling that weight of loneliness that I had, missing my family, my dog, my friends, and along with it, the sense of this imprisonment or caged animal, helpless in some ways, vulnerable in many ways. I'm fortunate that came on the third day, and had this practice that you and Adrian shared, and I was able to really lay with it. I went to my place of comfort and just laid down and held and loved that part of me that was hurting, loved that part of me that felt trapped and lonely. And I felt it was like a grief. It was like somebody I knew or something in me had died, and I was just grieving it because I knew I couldn't change it in that moment. And then slowly I felt my heart beat more slowly, and body relax, and just some peace coming back and bringing in balance, and then, you know, almost falling asleep into it, you know. And I mean, it's like the scales got tipped, and I, you know, I kind of brought it back and was still feeling it, but was able to function with that return of awareness after that, you know, function in a way that felt really whole to me after. I think that was the turning point. Previously, it's felt like we're spiritually reaching out to grab something intangible and bring it back, you know, or to build up skills and to build on what there is, to leave the body, you know, mentally or in a real sense, you know. And while those things might happen, it's the real practice is, I think, the embodied awareness of all, because this is as much me right now as anything else. And bringing what I already am, you know, in the spiritual sense, fully into this, you know, this body really feels like the practice. And that means feeling even deeper both the joys and the sorrows and the grief, and feeling other people's grief even deeper too.